Good morning, Woodrow Wilson. I'm Charisma, your weekly host for this week. Today is Friday, January 26th, and it's a B-Day. Just a heads up that hybrid is starting on the 1st. Today we are going to be talking about Benjamin Oliver Davis. He is a famous Air Force general in World War II. He is well known to be the commander of Tuskegee Airmen. He worked for 34 years and was the first black general in the U.S. military. Anyways, moving on to the next segment.
Happy Friday, Woodrow. I'm John with your sports news. Sunday is the start of MLB spring training, the preseason times where teams find out if their off-season roster moves and farm system were worth it. Both the Cactus League in Arizona and the Grapefruit League in Florida start their preseasons on Sunday. The NBA All-Star starters and reserves have been named, with LeBron James of the Western Conference and Kevin Durant of the Eastern Conference receiving the most votes for each conference. LeBron received the most votes and Kevin Durant received the second most. They were named captains. The All-Star Draft will take place on March 4th with LeBron having the first pick. He and KD will be able to choose from other top vote getters like Kyrie Irving, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Bradley Beal. This has been Sports with...
What's up, Woodrow? It's Dashi back with your special segments with the results from last week's riddles. So last week's first riddle was, what is something the more you take, the more you leave behind? And there were two acceptable answers for this. The first acceptable answer was fingerprints, and the second acceptable answer is footsteps. Your second riddle from last week was, what 5-letter English word is possible to take 2 letters away from and have 1 left? So basically there were a lot of acceptable answers for this one. You just need to take a 5-letter word that had the subword of the word one in it. So like the word stone, you take away ST and you're left with the word one. There are a lot, stone, phone, alone. You could come up with any word that has the subword one in it and it's 5 letters long. So anyways, congratulations to Hasani, Tanish, Danya, Anya, Dia, Tirth, Nandini, Abhyan, Shubin, Shreyas, and Sanjana for answering both riddles correctly. The grand prize, however, goes to Hasani, who answered both riddles correctly and was the first one to do so. That's all for today, Woodrow. Bye!
Hey, it's Gia with another simple recipe for this week's special segment. So let's get into it. This week's simple recipe is a 2-minute microwave brownie. For this, you will need sugar, all-purpose flour, milk, butter, chocolate chips or chocolate chunks, dark chocolate is recommended, salt, just a little bit, and a microwavable safe container lined with parchment paper. And here are the measurements. So first I'm going to start off with adding about 2 tablespoons of the chocolate chips into the butter. And then we have to melt it. Chocolate chips are added in, and this will take about 30 seconds in the microwave. Now it's out of the microwave and you need to mix it till it's fully incorporated. Now I'm going to add it in along with the sugar. And I'm going to mix that. Now it's fine, so you can just add the flour, milk, and the salt in. And now I'm going to give that a mix. As you can see, that's thick, so I'm going to add just a little more milk. I'm adding less than half a tablespoon. As you can see, the batter is about ready, so we can add that into the microwave safe container. Now that the batter's in, you can add more chocolate chunks or chocolate chips to the top. This step is not necessary, but it's definitely recommended because it tastes much better this way. You need to bake this from anywhere between 1 to 1.5 minutes. My microwave is not that strong, so I'm gonna do it to 1.5 minutes. But if you have a strong microwave, just remember that start with 1 minute. So this is how it looks coming out of the microwave. I'm gonna let it cool for 2 minutes. You can try to take it out or you can eat it straight out of the container. Just remember, if you try to take it out, there is the possibility of the brownie breaking apart or getting stuck to the bottom. Anyways, that was it for today's simple recipe. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!
On this day in history, the construction of the Walnut Street Jail was approved by the state of Pennsylvania. It became the first experiment with the practice of solitary confinement in the United States, and this occurred in 1773.
Hey Woodrow, I'm Ashika, your other weekly host for this week. Remember that hybrid is starting this Monday on the 1st, so if you're going back to school, make sure to get you ready for that. If you're going back, you must have a mask with you, and you should also bring your Chromebook, notebooks, binders, pencil cases, and any other additional supplies that you might need in your backpack. For those of you staying remote, classes will continue just how it is now. Additionally, today we will be recognizing Benjamin Oliver Davis Jr. He was born on December 18, 1912, and sadly passed away on July 4, 2002. Benjamin Oliver Davis Jr. was known for being the commander of the Tuskegee Airmen. Anyways, that sums it up for today. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email us. Until next week, go Challengers!